Okay, so this is test review, questions 14 to 16. So I have to add these rational expressions, and you can see right away that they don't have a common denominator. So here, this has a y and this has a y, which makes it easier, but I have a 9 and a 5, and they're different, so I need to make a common denominator. Well, I just go, because they're small numbers, I can just go 9 times 5 equals 45, and use that as my common denominator. So what I'm going to do is go, and I'll keep the y, and I'll keep the y. And so I have to go, well, what can I multiply this fraction, this rational expression by to get 45? Well, 9 times 5. So I'm going to multiply the top and the bottom by 5. So 9 times 5 is 45, y, and then 2 times 5 is 10. So 5 times 9, 5y times 9 is 45y, and I have to multiply the top by 9 as well, because that's same over same, which is really 1. 9 over 9 equals 1, so I'm really multiplying this rational expression by 1. I'm not really changing it. So 5y times 9 is 45y, and 4 times 9 is 36. So now that I have a common denominator, I can just add the tops. 10 plus 36 is 40. Oops, is 46. Okay, and let's check to see if we can make that any more simple. I'll just put that in my calculator. Nope, it comes up the same, so that's our answer. Let's look at question 15. Okay, so I have to add these. So they all have a's in the denominator, but the numbers are different. That's really a 1 in front of there. So what I'm going to just do is I'm going to multiply my 9 and 7 together to get 63, and I'll make my new denominator. I'll use 63, and they all have an a, so I keep the a. So 9 times what is 63? 7. So 9 times 7 is 63. So that's going to be 1 times 7 is 7. And then here, 7 times what is 63? Well, 7 times 9 is 63. So 7a times 9 is 63a, and 2 times 9 is 18. Then there's really a 1 in front of the a, so 1 times 63 is 63a. So now I have no idea what that is. 8 times 63, that's a big number. So now that I have a common denominator for all the rational expressions, I just put it over, and then I can add all the tops together. And because they're just numbers, I can add them easy. 7 plus 18 plus 504, 529. Now, because these are big numbers, I'm going to check to see if I can just make them simple. I'm going to see if I can simplify them. Nope. So that's my answer. Okay, let's do the next one. 16. 5 over a minus b over a squared. Okay, so I need to have a common denominator. They're both a's, but they need to have the same exponent. So this one, I just choose the biggest a. So a squared is the biggest a. So I'm going to do a squared as my new common denominator. And I say, okay, what does this one need to become this? Well, it needs to be times by a. A times a is a squared. But I have to always do whatever I do to the bottom, I have to do to the top. Because a over a is equal to 1, I'm really multiplying this by 1. So a times a is a squared, 5 times a is 5a, and because this is already a squared, I don't have to do anything, I just do this. I just put the b there. Now I can join them together, because they have a common denominator, but because this is an a and this is a b, we can't put them together, we have to write them beside each other, like that. Plus, we are done.